So one of my goals when I was starting 2022 was to buy less yarn and use up as much of my scrap yarn as I could and the yarn that I already had in my stash. The easy thing to do would be to make a lot of hats or mittens or small things like that. However, you can only have so many hats, and another one of the things I really wanted to attempt to do this year is make more wearable garments that I could get a lot of use out of. Last summer I made this sweater vest, and basically it's just a free v-neck sweater vest pattern that I found online, and I just searched on Pinterest for different color knitting charts, and I put little knitting charts all together, just plugged them into the pattern one by one, and just freestyle knitted it in the colors that I had available to me. And it was made completely using scrap yarns that I already had available in my stash. I did that one other time with this other sweater that I made, and I think it just turned out so cool. The colors are just incredible. And once again, this was a completely free sweater pattern that I found online. I can't remember what the pattern was, but it was basically just your basic raglan sweater. And I just used whatever scrap yarns I had available to me and put them into the sweater one by one. And then the sleeves I just did like stripes because I got really tired of doing all this color work. So I really like how this v-neck sweater turned out. However, the fit of it is a little off because the swatching that I did with my color work, I couldn't quite figure out how to do it so that it would turn out the way I wanted. So I'm planning on doing this project a second time. However, I have a different v-neck sweater pattern that I found for free online. I'll link it below so you can use it if you would like. And then I created a color work chart using, I think it was called Stitch Fiddle is the website. I'll link that below as well so you can see it. And I'm going to put up that color work chart now on the screen just so you can see what the idea is. And then I'm going to try and color match all the colors that I have on the chart or a similar color. And then I'll get back to you and I'll show you what I came up with. Okay, so this is what I've found in my stash so far. It looks kind of insane for a color palette, but I'm going to try and organize it and see if the vision is going the way I want it to. Treasure! Excuse me. Okay. It still looks kind of crazy, but kind of like a good crazy, I think. This might actually turn out all right. So the other part that I'm not sure about yet is whether I'm going to add color work onto the back of the vest, like a simpler pattern, or if I should like maybe carry the stripes around to the back. But also I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do that. This could be potentially amazing or really horrible. So I finished the back piece. This is what it looks like so far. It's very cropped. And at this point the pattern is basically just a guideline. I did like similar armhole shaping and shoulder shaping, but that's about it, to be honest. And then for the bottom ribbing, I did like a 4.5mm and then I switched to 5.5 up here because I didn't want it to be like a super tight knit. And then when I switched my needle size, I did 4 decreases like right in here on this first row after the ribbing. And that's just so that it doesn't flare out after I switch my needle size. So this is the progress on the front so far. This is the back. And then it is looking kind of crazy because I have so many ends. I did weave in a lot of the ends like on the first couple of these stripes, but I still have a lot to do after this. And so basically the only difference from the back is I didn't do those decreases here, and that's because the color work will tighten up those stitches anyways and will change my gauge, so I don't want it to be like way tighter than the back is. So, and then the only difference is after the neckline, like right here I'm decreasing for my V neckline, and then the armhole shaping should be about the same. So I'll get back to you when I'm a little farther through this. Right now I just really want to get past this part. It's looking really cool so far though. Can't wait until I'm done working this front panel. So yesterday I finished doing all the color work. I don't want to show you yet because I want to just show you when it's all finished, but then I did my shoulder seams, and this is my favorite way to do shoulder seams, which is like when you don't cast off and then just finish it up with a Kitchener stitch, because literally where is the seam? It's invisible. And then I'm working on the neckline and I'm doing like a ribbing. And usually I would do like a decrease in the v-neck, but this you can see it's like supposed to be folded over. It's kind of cool. And then I didn't do my side seams yet, that I still am working on. And then I'm going to do the armhole ribbing and I'm basically done. Alright, and this is my finished vest. I just got done blocking it and trying to even out the tension. I think it turned out super cool. I can't wait to try it on. So I tried a couple different color work techniques. Like for down here, you can see like the black, and that's because I did stranded knitting. And then up here, I did like, I think it's called Anastasia Knitting. And that's basically where you just add it in, like just in the spot that you're adding it in, if that makes sense. And also, I think that I used the wrong needle size for this shoulder, because this one I was doing the whole thing with 5.5 millimeter, and then when I was finishing up this shoulder I looked down and I was like, wait, why do I have the 4.5 millimeter needles in my hand? So I think that was knitted on the wrong needle size, but honestly you can't tell that bad. But actually I like how this looks better because it is a tighter knit. This one I think it might have benefited from being knit on the 4.5 millimeter needles. So I'm gonna go try it on and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the finished vest. I am obsessed with it. I really wish I had something I could like put on under it, like a white t-shirt or something, but I don't have anything right now, so I'm just gonna have to do like this. And I am like so obsessed with how it turned out, especially like when you're not too close up. If I step back a little, it looks so cool. Okay, I am obsessed with this vest right now, and I really want to make another one of these and get a little bit better with my color work. Even though like from far away you can't tell, it is like a little bit messy. And I just love how this vest turned out. And I kind of used that one pattern that I got for free and then just changed it up like a ton. So maybe I could write that out sometime if someone would be interested in that pattern. So I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Let me know what other kind of projects you'd like to see me do, or if you'd like to see another version of this vest with a different color work pattern. I really had fun making this, and especially since I didn't have to buy any new yarns, I just picked out the colors from the stash that I already have. And a lot of these yarns I actually have had for like years and years, like especially this orange. I just could not figure anything else out to do with this orange, so I'm so glad that I got to use up some of that. So that's going to be it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll be making more videos like this very soon, along with some tutorials and other yarn and crochet and knit videos. Alright, I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.